lobster factories. In fact, Janie's father, Chester Llewellyn, ran one of those lobster canneries in Georgetown, plus one on Panmure and another on Boaton Island. She mentioned the drugstore on the corner of Water Street. That was run by Seymour Knight. He was the druggist. Very interesting guy. He also owned schooners, and he himself sailed. He sailed around the Horn 4 or 5, 8, maybe even a dozen times. Every time you sailed around the Horn, you were allowed to put a gold earring in your ear.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's why you see pirates with the gold earrings. Seymour Knight, there ought to be, someone ought to write a book about him. In 1898, he went north looking for gold up in the Klondike, and he stayed for 5 years, and then came back to Georgetown. So,
oh, what an amazing story.
Absolutely, yeah. Friday Walker sadly died 2 or 3 weeks ago at the age of 99, and he was born and raised in Georgetown, and like a lot of folks in Georgetown, Friday worked for the railway. But as a boy, Friday spent as much time as he could on the busy waterfront.
Oh, yeah, there was a lot of different wharves along the waterfront. The harbor would be full of, could almost walk across one time, but I remember the Newfoundlanders, they'd come in to get potatoes and turnips and stuff like that. The old druggist down at Knight's drugstore, he was the druggist there. He used to have a vessel. He used to haul coal and stuff, and doing a bit of farming too. He grew the great big turnips. The Newfoundlanders they'd be getting the turnips, and they'd see a load of those turnips, and those feed turnips, they grow about twice as big as the ordinary turnip. He used to laugh about it. He'd get the Newfoundlander, here's a good one for it, and he'd give it to oh, what a whomper, the Newfoundlander, oh, what a whomper, he'd say. He'd call them whompers, and they'd be all fighting over the big turnip.
Oh, that's a great story.
Whoppers.
Yeah, and Friday Walker, that was my husband's great uncle, and yeah, he just passed away, so very sad.
Very knowledgeable man, and one of the friendliest people I've ever met in my life, and so proud of his Georgetown heritage.
Exactly. Now, you mentioned that Georgetown had pretty much everything. I'm wondering if they had a hockey team back then.
Sure. In the 1920s and 30s, in fact, Friday played center on the Georgetown Wings hockey team, and their big rivals were the Montague Primroses. They chartered...
That's a very masculine name, is it? The Primroses?
Oh, they never won a game. Oh, we'll get phone calls on that. They would charter special trains to take the team and their fans to the games, or they would travel over the ice by horse and sleigh. In 1929, Friday Walker bought a brand new Model A Ford for $875, a small fortune in those days, and he drove it right off the Pool and Thompson